Hi everybody, this is Dr. Vinod Somareddy, and I'm giving a video testimonial here today for Shaun Kirk, who has been a consultant for me in my career. I've known Shaun in that capacity for, since 2003 when I started my practice. I took a course with Shaun on new patients at the time. Eventually I learned a ton of things with organization in my business. We started off with a small practice of less than one therapist worth of visits a week, and we've grown that practice to 130 staff, and we do a considerable amount of visits every week to help patients in New York, which is a pretty tough environment, as many of you probably know. And I got recommended to Shaun by a very close friend of mine from the APTA at the time in 2003, and I got to learn a lot about business management and how to get new patients and how to basically manage my business, where I didn't really know anything about that when I first met Shaun and his company. So it's been a great ride. I think there's a lot of things I could say about Shaun, but the first thing I could start off by saying is that he gets tremendous results and very quickly. And he's a very humble guy, so he's not going to be somebody that boasts about his results, but I could say for sure, from my experience, he's coming through for me many times to help either create a new idea that is, like our home health idea has been just a tremendous idea. It's grown our practice by, 5 times. And then the other programs like the hiring programs and the billing collection programs and the compliance programs that have been just tremendous as far as helping me get out of some situations that come up. Those programs he's written for us were, 25, 30 pages long. And I've seen him do it for other practice owners. Some of the practice owners I've talked to, they were in a lot bad shape than I was. Some of them failing practices, unable to get themselves out of situations. And Shaun is able to go there to the practice and basically bail them out and help them put together a program and help them get out of the mess. And I could remember, I don't know how many guys that that were in that situation that I'm very good friends with now, and they're doing super well, so it's easy to talk about. And I wish I could give out names, but good guys who you never would have thought would be in the pickles they got themselves into. But it was great to have Shaun as a coach and Shaun as a leader to help grow. And when I first started off there, I really didn't know very much. I was very new, and Shaun's former company was Measurable Solutions, so I didn't know anything. And as the relationship's gone through the years, almost 16 years, I've grown and become a lot smarter and better able to make some good decisions and have some meaningful conversations with some of the key people in my field. And importantly, have those great conversations with Shaun as well, because as he's got experience working with so many practices, it's amazing that when you could spend time mentally talking to people and talking to him particularly, and have a very high level creative discussion, and those things are so valuable toward the growth of yourself and also your business. So aside from that, the programs that Shaun's written have got me such quick results that I've sometimes even not finished the programs, and I've seen amazing results in handling the problems I've had. And those things are really powerful. I don't even know how to explain how he knows the stuff he knows. I guess it's partly the fact that he's been to so many practices and deftly talked to so many people that are in different situations, different states, different insurance mixes, different practice styles. And he's kind of gotten an idea of what works for certain people and practices and what doesn't. That'll be the only logical thing for me to really think with, because he knows a lot of things and he gets the results pretty quickly when I ask him for something in the past and currently. So it's pretty impressive, how he's done that. And he's got such a broad experience. He's worked in so many different areas of the field. He was a private practice owner himself. He sold his practice. He worked at Measurable Solutions as a principal. He worked in a private equity firm for a little while, and so he's gotten he knows the whole lay of the land and the field of physical therapy. And I think I really appreciate that, because it's given me the right guidance, and sometimes the right decisions are the decisions you don't make. And there's been many times where I've looked to make a decision and almost did, and got great advice from Shaun and didn't make those decisions. And like I said, with the home care part of it for me, with his guidance there, make some good decisions that eventually led to tremendous success. So we work hard, and we want to definitely make our efforts known, but we don't want to make those efforts known in some bad areas. So that's been great to have Shaun there to guide me through a lot of that. You know, the other thing I could say about Shaun is a super smart guy. I mean, you need to have smart people around you in practice. I mean, if you're small, big, medium, whatever the size is, the intelligent consultant is able to really work through the process with you and get you the results really quick. I mean, that's the main thing that I think is what I've seen between other practice mentors or coaches in the field. I've listened to a lot of guys on social media now. It's pretty easy to go out and see a whole slew of different guys promoting different ways of getting new patients or managing their practices, and a lot of coaches out there. And I've listened to them and podcasts and, you know, webinars and all that stuff. And to this day, I still feel pretty certain that the first person I'd go to would be Shaun, without a question of doubt. And I still do very much so. So I recommend Shaun very much in that way. There's a lot of things I could say about him, but the proof is in the pudding, I think, in the amount of practices he's been able to grow and expand with his advice. And if you do get a chance to talk to him, just poke him a little bit for the different kind of guys he's worked with and how much success they've gotten. The numbers are pretty staggering, and I'm glad to be part of. I'm glad to be part of one of his clients over the years and experience some of the benefit. I'm very, very lucky. So Shaun, I want to thank you for that, and I'm real happy that I got a chance to meet you and become friends with you, and know that you always be there to help me out in all capacities. So it's an awesome experience, and I obviously recommend you very highly. So thanks, guys. Be well.